Hello everyone, dear subscribers and viewers of the channel. Vitaly Sokolov is with you. In this video, we will continue to get acquainted with graphic primitives. And before we start, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up and write a comment. You can also help the channel financially, the details are in the description under the video. Thank you all in advance. There are two ways to draw a triangle. First way. You need to call the triangle. The brackets indicate the coordinates of the three vertices, between which three lines are drawn, connecting the points to each other. The color of lines and points is affected by the setColor command. The second method allows you to draw a triangle with three multicolored points, between which the shape is filled with a gradient color. The triangle grad method is called. The coordinates of the three vertices are specified in brackets, and then the three colors are specified as variables of the TGL color type or as a color transfer by the colorGL method. There are 6 ways to work with quadrilaterals. First way. The bar method is called. In parentheses are the coordinates of the upper left vertex and the coordinates of the lower right vertex. The quad is stretched between these 2 points. The color of lines and points is set by the setColor command. The second way. The bar method is called. In parentheses are the coordinates of the central interior point, as well as the values of the length and width of the quadrilateral. The angle of rotation around the center point is then specified. The third way. The bar method is called. The brackets indicate the coordinates of the 4 vertices between which the lines are drawn. Fourth way. You can only draw a quadrilateral frame, the inside of which is not subject to any color fill. The rectangle command is called. The brackets indicate the coordinates of the upper left and lower right vertices, between which the quadrilateral is stretched. The fifth method allows you to draw a rectangle with a gradient fill. The bar grad method is called. The brackets indicate the coordinates of the 4 vertices between which the lines are drawn. Next, the color of each of the vertices is set using 4 variables of the TGL color type or by passing the color using the colorGL method. Sixth way. Call the bar classic. The coordinates of the upper left corner point are indicated in brackets, then the width and height of the quadrilateral are indicated. Next, the angle of inclination of the figure in degrees is indicated. Drawing circles, and ovals is specified using the ellipse method. The coordinates of the central point are given in parentheses. Then the horizontal and vertical radii are indicated, with the help of which the future shape of the figure is set. After, from 0 to 1, the value of the width of the borders is indicated. For example, with a value of 0.5, the borders will take up half the entire size of the circle. Next, the angle of rotation of the figure in degrees is set. Positive values rotate the shape clockwise, and negative values rotate the shape counterclockwise. At the end, the number of segments of which the ellipse consists is indicated. The larger this value, the smoother the circle will appear. If you specify a small number of segments, the figure will have a large number of corners that create irregularities and loss of quality. The display type of shape borders is specified using the setFill method. One of 3 values is indicated in brackets. GL point, if only the points from which the figure was built should be displayed. GL line, if the lines from which the figure is built are displayed. GL fill displays a shape with both dots and lines. This method can be used, for example, when debugging an application to view the component parts of shapes. Since the colors are set in RGBA format, that is, transparency is also specified, you can set up mixing different colors with each other. For this, the switch blend mode method is used. You can work with it in 2 ways. In the first case, one of 2 values is indicated in brackets. BM normal enables normal color mixing mode. BM add turns on the mode of adding of colors. In the second method, S factor and D factor of the cardinal type are indicated in brackets. At the end of the video, let's look at some corrections to past videos. Before drawing the arrows, we specify a different color, reduce the width of the lines and change the degree of inclination, and the arrow changes its color and its shape changes. I also bring to your attention the correct use of the Resize command, which changes the size of the drawing canvas. We need to go to the Resize event of the form or component we are drawing on. There we add a check for a non-zero instance of the GlEngine2D engine. After that, the Resize method is called, where the new dimensions of the canvas are passed. The Resize method reinitializes the engine, which is quite time-consuming. Therefore, using it often is not recommended due to the slowdown of your application. If the canvas size is reduced, then the picture will be cut off about new sizes. If you do not want to crop the image, but scale it, you will need to draw to the texture, and then display it in the size you need, for example, with reference to the size of the drawing canvas. That's all for me. If this video was useful and interesting for you, then put your finger up and write a comment, as well as subscribe to the channel to be aware of the release of new videos. And in the description under the video there are details for financial support of the channel. Your help is very important. Vitaly Sokolov was with you. See you in the next videos.